Processing your business transactions has never been easier. With the Point of Sale plugin, your administrative users can process credit card transactions for appointments, products, packages, and gift certificates directly through your AppointmentPlus account. To activate the Point of Sale plugin, start by clicking on the Marketplace link at the top of your account. Select the Accounting category, then click on the Enable link. Next, select what locations you'd like to enable the plugin for, then click the Enable button. Once enabled, you can access the plugin by clicking on the POS tab in the navigation bar of your account, or by clicking on the POS link below the calendars on the appointment grid. At this point, the plugin will be activated on your account. However, you will need to enter the credentials of your merchant account prior to processing credit card transactions. To do this, click on the Settings tab at the top right corner of your account, then select the Customer Payments link from the Preferences list. Keep in mind that the term customers might be different in your account depending on those you serve. Enter the credentials for the merchant account you will be using, then click the Update button. Prior to processing credit card transactions, there are a few point of sale preferences you should review. Within the Settings section of your account, select the POS link on the left side of the page. The next step when getting started with the Point of Sale plugin is to set up your products, tips, coupons, and tax rates. This is done by clicking on the POS tab, then selecting the appropriate link to the left side of the page. Each section here will include a link at the top right corner to add a new item. There are three types of products you can add in the POS system: products, services, and tips. By default, any services added through the Services tab in your account will automatically show in the Service drop-down list when creating a sales transaction. If you would rather add your services as products in the POS system, you can disable this setting via Preference number 1 in the POS section of Preferences. Coupons can be used to let customers redeem discounts when scheduling appointments. When creating coupons in the POS section, a code should be entered for tracking and distributing each coupon. The code will be used later when applying a discount to an appointment or sales transaction. Product categories can be used to group your products, tips, and services. For example, a product called shampoo in a category called hair care. Any category added to this section can later be used as a parent category. You can also filter sales reports by product category, which is useful when you need to view your sales transactions for a specific category. Payment types are the methods of payment you can accept when processing transactions in the Point of Sale plugin or when letting customers pay online for appointments. Visa and MasterCard will automatically be added as payment types when the Point of Sale plugin is activated. Click on the tax rates link to set up the tax rates used for products, services, and packages. When processing sales transactions, tax will only be calculated on products, services, and packages denoted as being taxable. You can start a new sales transaction by clicking on the Pay icon on an appointment, the POS link within a customer's profile, or by clicking on the POS tab within the navigation bar. No matter what option you choose, the steps for processing a sales transaction will remain the same. Clicking on the Pay icon from the appointment grid will automatically populate the sales rep and customer drop-down fields. Complete the transaction by adding additional products, applying discounts, and selecting a payment method. Click on the Finalize Transaction button to save the sales transaction and record to your account. If you've integrated credit card processing through your customer payment section, there will be an additional button labeled Process Credit Card Payment. Clicking the Process Credit Card Payment button will open a new page hosted by the merchant account processor you are using. Enter the customer's credit card information on this page, then finalize the credit card transaction. The Edit Transaction link in the POS section allows you to edit or delete a sales transaction. Select the criteria for the transactions you'd like to view, then click on the List Transactions button. To edit an individual sales transaction, click on the Edit button for the listed transaction. You can then edit specific parts of the invoice or delete the invoice by clicking on the Delete Entire Invoice button. If you haven't already enabled the Point of Sale plugin, be sure to visit the Marketplace to get started. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to our client services team.